So in today's video, I'm gonna be covering some tips and tricks on how to tame frizz and also how to prevent frizz when you're styling your naturally curly hair. It is important to know where frizz comes from. Lack of moisture. Your frizz comes because your curls lack moisture. So what happens when your curls lack moisture? Your cuticles open up and they have these gaps that want to absorb the water or the moisture from the outside air. So one of the ways to smooth down frizz, if you happen to have it, is to apply like a smoothing oil, something light like jojoba oil, which won't weigh your hair down as much. So when you're using a smoothing oil, you're basically kind of lightly coating your hair shaft so that those cuticles flatten and so that it will prevent the water from being absorbed from the air. One of the things that works for my curls is whenever I'm washing my hair, conditioning, deep conditioning, all that good stuff, when I'm done washing it and done rinsing it out, I'll give it a final rinse with cold water, and the cold water will basically help lock in that moisture and seal those cuticles and keep your curls frizz-free. And naturally, when we're done washing our hair, we want to wrap it up in something like a towel or like, you know, a towel. You need to stop using a towel. Seriously, you need to stop using a towel. I would suggest using an old t-shirt. I mean, it's free. You probably have one lying around the house right now. Old t-shirts have worked best for me because it doesn't contain any fibers at all. It's a cotton t-shirt. It'll absorb the excess moisture, but it'll still help your curls maintain the moisture that it actually needs. Also, whenever you're drying your hair with that old t-shirt or microfiber towel, you want to make sure that you're blotting or gently scrunching your hair. You don't want to rub your hair with the t-shirt, and you don't want to cause any friction because of course friction is going to create frizz, and that's one thing that we're trying to avoid. When you're styling your hair, one of the best ways to prevent frizz is to not touch your curls, not touch your hair, not even one bit whenever it's drying. You want to make sure that your curls dry 110% before you start to release a cast or before you start scrunching your curls to get that soft, touchable hold, because you can get soft, touchable curls without any frizz if you just do not touch your curls while it's drying. Now, of course, everything that I mentioned has to do with styling or after washing or waiting till it's done drying and all that good stuff, but sometimes you have an underlying issue, and that underlying issue is the fact that your curls just need the moisture. Your curls are just thirsty. And so one of the best ways to quench your thirst, or quench the thirst of your curls, not quench your thirst, you're not the one that's thirsty, it's your curls. Your curls are dehydrated, so you want to make sure that you deep condition. Deep conditioners help to replenish that moisture that your curls need, keeping them hydrated and frizz-free. Two of my favorite deep conditioners: Diva Curls Heaven and Hair Intensive Moisture Treatment and Shea Moisture's Raw Shea Butter Deep Treatment Mask. And my last tip is for all of you who have tried the deep conditioners, who have stopped using towels, who have, you know, given your curls a burst of cold water rinsing when you're done washing your hair, all the above. If you have done all of the above of everything that I have mentioned already, it might be time for you to get your curls trimmed. Sometimes, especially when you have gone through heat damage, you will notice that your ends are just forever frizzy and you can't figure out for the life of you why it is frizzy. Your ends might be frizzy because your ends are split and damaged and they need to be chopped off. You don't have to chop off all of your hair. You can just get gradual trims here and there, but it's very important to get rid of those split ends, because if you don't, those splits are just going to continue to travel on upward up your hair strand, and it's just going to feel as though that frizz is never going to go away. So it's really important to get trims whenever you feel it's necessary, because if you do feel that you are taking care of your curls and you do feel that your curls are getting healthy, then you don't need to get trimmed that often. But if you feel like your curls are damaged and you feel like you've got horrible split ends, it's time for you to get rid of them. And in between trims, if you want to maintain those ends and want to keep them as healthy as possible so that you prevent that frizz from forming again in the future, then you can always do maybe something like the search and destroy method, which I do have a video on. You can find that video link in the description box below. And those are all the tips that I have for you all today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then please give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And if you have not subscribed to my channel already, then please hit that subscribe button. It's only going to take 2 seconds, I promise you. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook at Reese's Rizzos. Facebook is It's Reese's Rizzos. And yeah, that's all I have for y'all today. If you have any other questions regarding your naturally curly hair, any tips that you might want, or any tricks that you're looking for, then please feel free to leave that in a comment below. I would love to hear from you. And thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye!